Hello, everyone. This is Monica from earthwise.live. And today I would like to share with you something about emergence from Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I think it really fits very good with the situation we are in right now. Humanity awakening. People are calling back their freedoms and their dignity as human beings. And the fact that we don't need no governments and no leaders because in nature, there's no such thing. He says here, my favorite law in biology is emergence. Have you ever seen a group of fish that are in a school that alternate at the same time, or a flock of birds? There's a sea of coherence. They're all moving as one mind. And if you study that phenomenon in biology, you would think that there's a leader that everybody else is following, that it's top-down phenomena. But in fact, it's bottom-up phenomena. It's one mind. Everybody's leading at the same time. Now is the time where everyone leads. We are here to literally transform the world in consciousness. This is a time in history where we have to begin to no longer die for the truth, but live for the truth. And I think this is so wonderful to see that all the protests, the truckers all over the world, all the people who peacefully protest with children, families, they demand their freedom, and they do it with peace because of deep concern. And we can see really clearly that the government has no interest at all to communicate with us or to even have started dialogue or discussion. And so I'm really pleased to see that everything stays peaceful, and there are some really provocateurs who want to really steer up the pot and are interested in even steering the pot up in Ukraine and Russia, and want to destroy everything again like they did so many times in history on this planet. But this time, I think the human destiny is supposed to be a different one, and we're gonna all make sure that we co-create a positive outcome of all this. And Joe Dispenza did many experiments where he had 70 people sitting in the front of the room wearing the heart rate monitor, and other 600 people in the rest of the room are raising their energy. So there's a connection. If there's some people on the stage having a certain positive experience, it uplifts the rest, and it shows clearly that 90% of all of them go into heart coherence all at the same time, at the exact same day, in the exact same meditation. It's because we are all bound by an invisible field of energy, and that connection is called love. So this means that each and every one of us who are doing their spiritual work now do their deep house cleaning, the inner house cleaning, the shadow work, looking for all these blockages that are still in the way, all the fears, the shame, the guilt, the blame, all these old programs. Each and every one of us who is doing this work right now is uplifting with this work the rest of the planet. We have been told that we are all separated beings and that nothing is connected to everything. And they even tried to enforce that with the ridiculous 6 feet apart and all these nonsense things. I don't know if you even remember in the last 2 years how ridiculously they tried to separate human beings from each other and make them separated and fighting each other. This is all coming to an end now, and I think we see that very clearly in this big movement, how people come together and care for each other because we are humans with a big heart. So there's my question: how much of your creative energy is tied up in guilt? How much of your creative energy is tied up in shame? How much of your creative energy is tied up in insecurity of what other people think of you? And how much of your creative energy is tied up in control? Because it's a valuable energy that you can use to design a new destiny. We all can write a new story now. We write a new history because the history, as we have been told, is completely wrong and made up. And we, little by little, find out the truth. And this is going to be an amazing awakening into our full potential as human beings. And then when that energy moves, the first place it moves is right into the heart. And all of a sudden, you begin to connect to something greater than yourself. And I think we all see this now happening. A lot of people are choosing to really let go of their jobs, their reputations, and they have a backbone and they stand up for what is true and what is right to do in this time. And this is just wonderful and heartwarming to see. And I think this little article from Joe Dispenza shows that very clearly. We are all connected over the unified field, and there's one mind and one heart. And if we work together in this sense, this is going to be a wonderful world. So I really urge you to not listen to any fear-mongering messages anymore. See where you can create, where you can make a change, where you can bring your community together, grow a garden, turn off the television, and see how you can contribute to this better future. First, start inside yourself and see where in your little community, in your neighborhood, how you can contribute to the big thing. And if you only do it for yourself for now, this ripples into the world, it goes into the unified field, and it uplifts the whole of humanity. And I think there's a lot of people right now who are in very great fear and despair, and we all have to be here for each other. I would like to close with a message from Babaji, channeled by Jan J. Kassel from Lichtwelt Verlag in Austria. Some wonderful light-filled messages coming through, and it closes: walk in the path of love and compassion, stay on the path of peace and kindness, and make sure to stay this course, come rain or shine. And with that, I'm going to leave you for today. If you want any support, I'm offering counseling over the Skype or Zoom. And if you want to connect with me, you can do that. You can write an email or just contact me over our website, www.earthwise.live. And I would be glad to assist you in some processes with tools of Kundalini Yoga, breathing techniques, releasing trauma, rebirthing techniques, and releasing trauma and old programs. And I hope you can find something that's valuable for you on our website. And I would be glad to hear from you. And it's earthwise.live. Bye-bye, and stay centered, stay peaceful, and stay confident. Bye-bye.